So guys, what's going on? I hope you guys are well. I hope you guys are staying safe. I hope everything's good wherever you are. Um, Guys, I've just woke up, as you could probably tell. And wow, wow. Jaron boots Ennis. What a fighter. What a fighter Jaron boots Ennis is. This guy is a beast. He fought Thomas Dulorme, and I thought Dulorme is a good fighter. Dulorme is a really good fighter. You know, I remember I think he fought Jesse Vargas, and it was it a draw? It was, but Dulorme can fight. He's a good solid fighter. I'm not saying he's a top welterweight or he's a guy at the top level out in the welterweight division. But he's a solid guy. And Jaron Boots Ennis just literally destroyed him. It was an unbelievable performance by, in my opinion, the future star in world boxing. I'll say this, I've always been impressed by Boots Ennis. I think he's special. I think he's got power. I think he's got speed. I think he's got footwork. I think he's got everything. But let me tell you something. This guy came out, he hit him with a right hand, and Dulorme went over. Then he knocked him out with a left hand right down the pipe. The guy is special. I think he's unbelievable. I do. I think he's special. I think he's one of the best fighters out there. And it may sound a bit early. It may sound that I'm bigging him up too early because he's still not proven at that world level. But I'll be honest with you, from what I saw, this guy is going to take some beating. And I always say resume matters, because when you fight the elite, it's not as easy as what he made it look against Dulorme. Because Spence and Crawford and Thurman, those guys aren't going to be like Dulorme. They're going to be tough. And they also have weapons that are going to cause him issues. They also have attributes that are going to cause him issues. But this guy's a very big welterweight. He's big, he's strong, he's got a great engine. He's tough, because Dulorme caught him with a shot and he took it. Now, like I said, he's a big, and the advantage he's got, he's a big 147. He's a big 147. I'll go as far as saying that he beats Ortiz. And I believe within the next year, he beats Spence and Crawford, most likely. I would be really impressed. Like, to be honest, I want to see him fight those guys. He's ready for Spence. He's ready for Thurman. He's ready for Terence Crawford. The only problem that Boots Ennis will have is that getting a fight with those guys, because those guys are going to look at him like, what have you done, like, to deserve a fight? You haven't really done much. And that's going to be the problem. The guys like Porter, guys like Thurman, they're not going to go anywhere near this guy. Danny Garcia, they're not going to want to go anywhere near him, because they're accomplished fighters. And if he was to do that to them, then people will obviously stand up and take note. Right now, he's having to fight guys like Sergey Lipnets, Thomas Dulorme, who are not really top-level guys. At one point, they may have been champion, but they're not top-level. They're not top-level fighters. But the problem that Boots Ennis will have is that the top-level guys may not want to fight him, because, like I said, he's high risk, low reward. And that's the problem Boots Ennis is going to have, getting one of those big guys in the ring with him. He's not going to get a Spencer and Crawford fight right away. He's going to have to probably fight someone like Danny Garcia. But Danny Garcia is not going to want to fight. Danny Garcia's got a load of money. He's rich. He's not going to need a fight with Jaron Boots Ennis. It's not that big a fight for him. He's been in fights with Amir Khan, Errol Spence, Zab Judah, Lamont Peterson, Sean Porter, Keith. Like, he's made a lot of money. So he's not going to be rushing out a fight with, Jaron Boots Ennis, especially when Boots Ennis is not a champion. What's there to gain for Garcia? What's there to gain for Porter? What's there to gain for Thurman? Because for me, he beats all of those guys. Without question, he beats all of those guys. And like I said, in the next 12 months, I favor him to beat Spence and Crawford, because I believe this kid is I think he's the future of boxing. It's not just the fact that, oh yeah, he's knocking it's the way how he does it, how technically correct he is, how many, the way the punch selection, the way he throws the punches, he just looks so good. You can tell, you see, like there's sometimes the eye test doesn't lie to you. This guy looks special. And as you can see, I'm not one to really jump on a bandwagon, as you guys know how high I'm on resume. But this guy just looks special. That's why I say about Crawford is that because Crawford's special. Boots Ennis is special. And to be honest with you, I just look at him as a more skilled, bigger version of Spence. And that might sound crazy, me talking about Boots Ennis like this right now. But I just think Boots Ennis he's gonna take some beating, man. I don't think anyone at this weight beats him. He's probably bigger than Spence. He's way bigger than Crawford, and he's way bigger than any welterweight. Like, he looks huge. And to be honest with you, I think he's going to be a problem at 154. You know what? I wanted to see him fight Ortiz. I honestly think he will beat Ortiz quite comfortably. And I like Ortiz. But Boots Ennis, for me, he is special. I can't see this guy not going on to dominate potentially 147 and 154. 160 may be a stretch, to dominate it. But I believe he can go there and win a title. I believe this kid can become a 3-division world champion if his head, he doesn't, he keeps his head, or he keeps his feet on the ground. He works hard, works at his craft. I believe there's no stopping this guy apart from him. I'm very excited about his future. I think he's going to take some stopping. I believe Boots Ennis is already, for me, one of the best welterweights out there. I do. I even think he beats Ugas as well. I think he beats all of them. I do. And I rate Ugas very highly. I think he beats... a fight that I would like to see, actually, is Jaron Boots Ennis v David Avanesian. David Avanesian has been calling out for a big name, big fight, and he's struggling to get it. Now, the only problem is with Avanesian, again, Avanesian's going to look at Boots Ennis and look at him as high reward, low risk. But Avanesian's in that boat himself. He's not getting a world title shot. But if he beats Boots Ennis, then that would, people would stand up and take note. The only problem is for Avanesian, I can't see them taking that fight just because I think it would be crazy to put a guy that, is potentially on the verge of a world title fight, in there with someone like Boots Ennis. Because like I said, although Boots Ennis may have not proven it yet, I'm at ease to say that I believe he beats all welterweights. I reckon he beats all welterweights, and in the next 12 months, I believe he beats Spence and Crawford, and he potentially beats them now. But I would want him to have 1 or 2 more fights before he fights Spence or Crawford. But I do believe he could beat him now. But for his development, I don't think if you're guiding a fighter, I don't think you would want him to go in with Spence and Crawford right now. I think if you're guiding a fighter and you're looking out for his career, then where Jaron Boots Ennis is right now, you wouldn't be putting him with Spencer Crawford. What you want to do is you want to be calling out Keith Thurman, Danny Garcia, Sean Porter. Those are the names that you want to be calling out and trying to get one of those guys in the ring. If not, maybe someone like David Avanesian, maybe someone like Josecito Lopez, maybe somebody like Virgil Ortiz, call him out. Because Virgil Ortiz, although I believe Boots Ennis would beat Virgil Ortiz is kind of got a bigger name than Boots Ennis. He's more well-known than Boots Ennis. And he's probably beaten a better guy. Maybe someone like Kavaliauskas. That'd be a good fight. Let's see how he gets on with Kavaliauskas. Kavaliauskas gave Crawford and Virgil Ortiz trouble. So maybe someone like Kavaliauskas would be a good fight. Maybe that would be a good test. Maybe that would be something that, would be something that Boots Ennis should and his team should explore. But yeah, I'm very excited about this kid's future. I believe he's going to go all the way. He just looks so good. He looks so special. He's got all the punches in the book. He's got fast hands. He's got great feet. He's got great punching power. The guy's got it all. He's got it all. And I don't see anyone stopping him in the welterweight division. I don't. Like I said, this is a big statement I'm making. I believe he can beat Spencer and Crawford right now. But if you're managing him, you wouldn't put him in there with them right now, just because he needs to be guided properly. But I believe he's that good that if you put him in there with Spencer and Crawford, I believe he can beat them right now. And in the next 12 months, depending on how he develops and the fights he takes, I believe he'll become a favorite in those fights, potentially. I believe he's that good. And you know how highly I rate Crawford. But I believe Ennis is that good. Ennis is special. I'm telling you, Ennis is special. He is very, very good. You know, your eyes don't lie to you. You know, the way he dealt with Sergey Lipnets and the way he dealt with Thomas Dulorme, that, you know, those fighters are really good fighters. That doesn't happen to him. The way he dismantled, the way he just came out, hit him with a right hand. You know, Thomas Dulorme was all over the place. He got back up and then he hit him with a left hand and that was it. So what that tells you is he's got power in he's got power in both hands. He knocked him down with a right hand and then with a left hook, sorry, not left hook, but left hand right down the pipe. He put him down and stopped him. He's got all the punches. The way he's so skilled. He's so skilled. He's a great fighter. Great fighter. And Christian said he believed Boots Ennis. I remember when he said Boots Ennis is one of the best pound for pound fighters in the world. And at the time, we all thought it was crazy. We all thought, you know what? But now I have to say that, yeah, pound for pound is difficult because he hasn't really accomplished a lot yet in terms of titles and belts. But going off that eye test, I'm sorry to say this kid is already a special fighter. A special fighter. And like I said, he's going to take some beating at 154 or 147. He's going to take some beating. The future is so bright for Jaron Boots Ennis if he keeps his feet on the ground. I don't believe there's many that can, or any that can stop him. But that's my take on Boots Ennis. What did you guys make of him destroying Thomas Dulorme? Leave your thoughts, guys. Let me know what you think. And guys, remember to please like, share, and subscribe to my channel. I'll see you guys in the next video.